My nigga L said you do it on with nip. K-Dot here better grip. I said here man first, you hear the words out his lips about flourishing from the streets to black businesses. Level 4 y'all living, giving to false imprisonment. Listen close my nigga, it's bigger than deuces and foes my nigga. Since elementary we close my nigga, you're straight like.
How y'all doing, man? It's the Give and Go podcast. We got a very special guest today, NBA player, childhood friend. We still keep in contact, and he's gonna have a lot to tell y'all and inform y'all on today. So let's give it up for Ivan Rabb.
Man, what's up, my God, man? Appreciate you for having me.
Shit, man. I appreciate you for just coming on the show and just talking to me about your basketball experience and just your life experience on this earth so far. So my first question to you is, what inspired you to just even get started with basketball, like from a young age?
Man, honestly, I remember my uncles like coming home or coming to visit me at the house and just always trying to put a basketball in my hand. At the time, I wasn't really taking it super serious. I was kind of playing around with it. But eventually I started playing like at a YMCA, me and my younger brother Smart. And man, I just kind of started loving the game. I was watching like old school players play on VHS tapes and stuff, just watching it over and over again. And I just always was just interested in everybody, so that's how I got started.
For sure. I mean, hey, that's the perfect way to start. You got your elders putting in your head, like trying to point you in the right direction from a young age. That's clean. So, what age did you believe like, okay, like I see my full potential in myself, like I could really do it with this with basketball for sure? Like,
yeah, I think probably eighth or ninth grade, I was like, bro, I can really make it to the league. I really didn't know what that meant, but I'm like, I can do it, bro. I was like, I can do it because I don't know. I just saw how much I got better over the years, and I was tall, I was athletic, and then I was kind of able to do a lot of stuff that I seen the players in the NBA doing already in like the 8th and 9th grade. So I'm like, man, I can do that. And man, I just kind of kept getting better. I had coaches and stuff around me to kind of guide me through everything that I was going through in life, and just always make sure I stuck with it. So, man, I think around 8th and 9th grade, I was like, bro, I wasn't even thinking about college. I was like, I'm going to the league.
That was that time, man. Twirl days. You was like 8th grade. I'm bopping. He was like, I'm dunking now. Like, it's over. I'm getting boards, doubles every game.
Yeah. My first dunk at my team was like 7th grade. I seen Timadayo dunk, and I'm like, bro, I can dunk now, bro.
He was like, yeah, I'm a real threat now. Like, you don't like messing with me, bro.
Facts, bro. That was real. That's them days.
For sure. Would you say starting to play with the Oakland Soldiers like gave you like an advantage, or would you say like that would you say playing with them like helped you further your career, or do you think you could have done it like without being on the squad?
I think looking back at it, I feel like I could have done it without being on the squad. But I definitely do feel like they put me on a whole different level as far as exposure. They had all the college coaches coming to the games at an early age. Like, man, I remember my first offer was Arizona for like I played at a 16U tournament, and man, they had Arizona, Oregon, Cal, like all the coaches already there.
Damn.
Like, man, it was like one of my first big tournaments. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, you probably won't get this anywhere else.
Yeah, they got connections, man, for sure.
They got connections, and they make sure like they put that pressure on you to ball out, because it's like I knew at a young age, if I'm playing with them, I can get to where I need to go. I'm gonna go to the right school. I'll have coaches looking at me, and I got a chance to go to the league. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna take advantage of this. I was hungry.
All them players that used to be on. If y'all don't know, the Oakland Soldiers is one of the most elite AAU teams in the whole nation. Like, they get people from all over, like the top talent from all over, and put them in the right positions and help them get to where they need to be with their careers. So
yeah, man, shout out to the Soldiers, man. They showed a lot of love. Definitely helped guide me and a lot of other young men, like, throughout their careers and get to where they need to go as far as for college and potentially the NBA. So I definitely appreciate them. As well as all the other teams I played with from the Bay Area, so they all played a part in my career.
shout out to Soldiers, man, putting so many people in position, especially my boy Ivan Rabb, man. He deserves it for sure.
I appreciate that, man. Shout out to them.
So next question. This is a good one. This is a good one for you. So just going to O'Dowd, like being one of the top recruits, like was that pressure a lot for you? Was it like, all right, I'm gonna just play to my full potential and then I'm just get my best and that's it? Like,
bro, man, going to O'Dowd, it wasn't really like pressure, to be honest, because it was a whole new scene for me. Like, I didn't even know what O'Dowd was until it was like damn near time to pick a high school. So it was like I was going up through all new people. It was like I didn't really have nothing to prove to them because it wasn't like people I came up with. So if I would have went to I wanted to go to Oakland Tech. So if I would have went to Tech, it would have been, I feel like it would have been more pressure.
Same school I got accepted to.
Yeah, so it's like I would have had people like you there, like y'all expecting me to do certain things, and it's like, oh, they didn't really know. A lot of them didn't really know me coming up, so it's like I'm just there to further my education and
play ball, further education, get out of here.
For real. Get out of here, exactly. But eventually, they started becoming family and stuff, and I kind of started to let them in. But at first, I was like, man, I'm just here to to do my thing, man, and get out. To be honest with you,
for sure.
No doubt. They took care of us up there, though.
Shout out to Dragons, another program putting great players out, all different sports, female and male. So,
man. Asia Thomas went up there with me.
Man, Asia Robinson, Thomas,
right.
P.
Austin, come on, like we had some boys. Kev King, another Toro.
Yeah, Kev King on the Packers.
Telling you, we had pros, bro.
Yeah, it's real dedicated athletes, like.
And the cold part is we all played together. Like at Montera's, me, Paris, Asia Thomas, Asia Robinson, we all playing together on the same team. Like, we was tough too. We was tough.
All got Skyleys, all in different leagues, and all in different professional leagues, or on their way to professional leagues. One or two.
That's real.
So your senior year at O'Dowd, what was your toughest matchup? Like at O'Dowd, like player/team wise too.
Yeah, let me see. Man, we played a national schedule my senior year, so it was tough. I know the one team we wanted to beat that we never beat was Oak Hill. We played them in Hawaii, lost to them, and then we played them in LA. That was probably my toughest matchup, like just because we felt like we was right there both times. We just lost to them.
Yeah.
And obviously was looking forward to that modern day matchup all year because we had lost them in the state championship the year before. So we was looking for them at the end of the year anyways. Like we kind of knew we was getting back. Like it was nothing going to stop us from getting back to that state championship game.
Yeah.
So I say, like I said, Oak Hill, modern day, and then my bird too.
Stanley, huh? That's when y'all saw Stanley.
Yeah, Stan wasn't there senior year though, but
okay.
Lost him junior year.
Yeah, junior year.
Lost him junior year, yep. So we had some hitters on that schedule, bro.
Oak Hill, modern day.
My bird, Wheeler with Jalen. We played some pros.
Yeah. That's a squad right there. You're gonna have to come with all your soldiers ready for that battle.
If we wasn't ready, we was gonna get blown out on TV.
Man,
I wasn't going for that
at all. Ivan Rabb dropping 30 and 15.
You feel me? we gonna make it clear. We gonna make it a good one.
5 blocks.
So we gotta make it happen, bro.
On me.
For real, bro. That's funny.
So, how was the transition from high school to Cal? Like,
man, the transition as far as basketball was like, it was hard at first, bro. I remember like coming there like my first 2 weeks, bro. I didn't score a bucket in open gym, bro. I was hella mad. I'm like, bro, I gotta get right. I gotta get back in the gym.
Yeah, I gotta show the coaches what's up. I gotta show the coaches what's up.
Yeah, bro. I had to make something happen. But I think I was just getting adjusted to the speed more than anything. Yeah. It wasn't like I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't good enough. It was just the game was faster. Mm-hmm. And then after I got adjusted, it was like it was easy. Like I was doing what I had to do, and then I was looking forward to the year.
From there, you just took off.
Yeah, from there I kind of took off. You know, I was having some real good games my freshman year, and we won a lot of games. We kind of underachieved a little bit. Like we had a lot of pros on that team. I feel like we should have won more games, but we were trying to figure out the chemistry thing. Like we had guys who were seniors. Really had starters from damn near every year, freshmen, sophomore, junior, and seniors. That was like everybody was on different paths, you know, in their career. So we was trying to put it all together, and it kind of didn't match the way we thought it should have. But I mean, we got to the March Madness and everything, but like I said, it just didn't pan out how we thought it would.
Yeah,
but it was a fun year, bro. Like I really got family on that team. Even the coaches, like they still family. Like, you know, they took care of us. We had dinners, we partied together, we had classes together.
Real chemistry though, like
real chemistry.
That's how you bring a team together. You gotta you gotta be able to mesh together. Not just basketball, bro. Like it's deeper than that, for sure.
It's deeper than that. So man, we was dealing with the coaches, they used to be honest about everything. So we was together, bro, through all that, and we had some good years up there, for sure.
So man, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Yeah. It looked like it was fun up there.
It was fun. It was fun. Off the court was fun too. Like, bro, that was like one of the best experiences of my life. Like, even as far as like becoming a young man, being that Cal, like I was close to home. But it was like I was on, you know, Berkeley, a whole different world compared to Oakland.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. So
it's nothing alike. It's nothing alike.
So people used to come up to me like, "Bro, you from here? You from Berkeley?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. This like, it's way different." But it made me grow up though. It was like, I took a lot of courses with like people like that were becoming engineers, becoming scientists. You never know who you were sitting next to in those classes. So that kind of helped me open up and become. I don't know, just kind of politic with people more, connect with people more, and I feel like that's something that'll pay off in the future, as far as like, you know, making those connections and stuff.
You an Aquarius, man, natural humanitarian, like, you know, naturally,
for real.
Just want the best for society and just people that you walking past, because why not?
Why not? It's not hurt me.
Why not?
It's gonna help us.
Right, it's gonna help everybody.
That's crazy that you say that. I've been noticing that more and more about myself.
Yeah.
And just like you're the same way. It's like you're not really dimming your light. Your light to help somebody else shine. So I was like that on the court too, the same way. I'm like, bro, why can't we figure this out? Like we need to figure this out, and we all gonna eat if we kill. So I was passing out. You know how it is.
Get the board, get them offensive rebounds. Don't always go back up. Kick it back out to the shooter. Just little stuff like that. That's gonna keep everybody happy and keep everybody involved in the game.
Keep that chemistry going. Keep that chemistry.
Because somebody not happy about them touches, you know, they might start lagging.
Bro, we had so many guys on that team, bro. It's hard to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was like, all five of us could score this ball.
That's when it gets tough, when you got so many good players on one team. Then it's like, damn, y'all all got to come to the agreement. Like, all right, you get this many touches, that many touches, and
see, the thing is, you got to put your ego aside and do whatever it takes to win the game that's tonight. Win this game, and like as we continue to build these wins together, we all look good. We got scouts coming to the games. We got our draft stocks going up. Guys can go make some money overseas. Like it's a lot of opportunity for everybody.
Right.
But everybody has to look at it the same way. You got to get everybody to buy in. That's the tough part.
Everybody got to buy in so everyone can eat. We just got to do this the right way.
Exactly. That's everything in life, though, in my opinion.
Nah, for sure. Anything. Business, art, volunteer work, family outings. Everybody got to be on the same page. So.
Yeah. That's tough, though.
Man. Yeah, that's tough because not everybody thinks like that. Some people think more selfishly, so they not really thinking about themselves. When it's really like, all right, bro, like you got to think about how your decision could affect everyone else instead of.
Yeah, they're not thinking like that.
Yeah, nah, not at all, not at all.
I don't want to get into that.
Yeah. So on
No,
that.
but
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then going from my first year to my second year at Cal was like, it was another thing. It was a lot different because a lot of guys, they graduated, began their pro careers and stuff, and I stayed, and tried to come back for a second year and do it over again. But this year was just, I was there already a year, but it was tougher. It was a lot tougher just because I didn't have those guys on the team, but I'm still trying to play similar to the way I did the year before. So
yeah,
I kind of just had to stay in the gym and try to reinvent myself and figure out ways to make impacts on the game and try to dominate those games as much as I could.
Yeah.
So it was just fun to try to be the guy the second year, and try to win these games.
Trying to win to the best of your ability and just do the best that you can.
Right.
That's real. So going into your senior year, right before going to the league, did you feel like you had big expectations, or you're just like, all right, let me just come out and play good like how I've been doing, and everything's just gonna work out the way it needs to?
You talking about my senior in high school or my sophomore year in college?
Sophomore in college.
Sophomore in college.
Basically your senior since you was done.
Yeah, right. Man, it was a little bit of pressure just because it's like, bro, I was getting doubled and tripled every game, every time I touched it, bro.
Yeah.
And it was like,
yeah,
they didn't move me around on the court. They didn't really like showcase everything that I could do.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of like, it was just frustrating more than anything. It's like, I'm on this block the whole game. We know they're gonna double me. Sometimes I gotta score at the double team. Sometimes I gotta try to pass out of it.
Yeah.
And it was just like let me just make the game easier, move me around a little bit, make it easier for everybody.
Yeah. So
it's just pressure, like how I gotta try to produce through this. So that's not pressure, but it's more like frustration, trying to figure that out. But I feel like I said, we kind of did the best we could with what we had. Guys were dealing with injuries. I was dealing with injuries. And, we just tried to have fun and, like I said, win as much as we could. And then get on to what we was going to do after that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, man. My next question for you is, was the NBA everything you were expecting, or you thought it would be more, or was it, like, how was it first getting in there? Like, just watching it your whole life,
Yeah, man.
That's a different feeling.
It was a different feeling, bro. It was a different feeling. Because it was like, I remember my first training camp. Because I didn't play summer league. I was hurt. I got hurt in the pre-draft workout. I didn't play. Yeah. So when I got to camp, I was healthy again. But bro, I was just watching the whole camp. I didn't really get any reps, bro.
Yeah.
I was on the side, and at first I was like, so I'm really just gonna be here for 5-6 days just watching everybody.
I'm really in the league right now, but I'm not even getting no run.
Yeah, I'm not getting no bump right now. I'm watching Marcus Gasol, like he killing. I'm like, bro, I can play with him.
Get out there and guard Mark real quick.
Man, yeah, let me guard him. Like, I'm thinking about like I'm trying to figure out what I can do when I get out there to impact the game, regardless of regardless of everything else. Like I know I'm gonna finish the side and I know I can rebound. So, man, I was kind of just like I said, I was watching the first couple games. I was watching. I remember the first game of the season we played Indiana on the road, and they was just out rebounding us, bro. The whole time they was like, bro, we was getting our ass beat on the boards. Damn. And I remember like some of my teammates was damn near looking at me. I'm thinking I'm gonna get in the game, but no, I think we lost by like dub. And I was just like, bro, I could have had like 10 rebounds my first game. Yeah. That's how I'm thinking. I'm like, how I could have helped in this one category, and it could have helped the whole game. Yeah. For us. And more than anything, like I was saying, it's kind of figure out where you can fit in and what you can do to impact the game when you do get in. So, man, I didn't really get a chance to play at first. I went to the G League, and I was hooping in that though. Like I was G League, I was killing the G League.
I see you was putting triple doubles over there.
Yeah, I was hooping it.
You was going dumb.
Right. But I had to learn to be consistent. Like sometimes, especially my first year, I would have like real good games, and then some games was like mediocre. And I didn't really understand that at the time. Like they rather you have consistent above average games than have like one big game and then have like a game where you kind of just not out there. It's like you're just floating around.
Yeah.
So that's something I had to start to figure out. But nobody really tells you this. They just kind of put you out there and see what you're gonna do.
Expect it, huh? Just
right.
How is he gonna get out here and approach the game now? Like.
Exactly. And I wasn't really. My first year, I was kind of like trying to figure it out. Really, more than anything, trying to figure it out. And bro, I was in the G League damn near the whole year. And I started playing at a certain point.
How was that feeling for you? Like just being in the G League when you could possibly be on the Grizzlies. Like, was that
right? It was cool because the Grizzlies were still showing me love. Like when I came up, they were like in practice. They would spend a lot of time with me. The coaches would be talking to me. The players all knew me. And I was just, bro. It was frustrating though. It was frustrating. It was a lot of nights. I'm like, bro. Am I ever gonna get caught up this year? I'm calling my agent like, bro, am I gonna get pulled up this year at all?
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, like Mike was hurt, Mark got hurt, and they kind of just let me rock. So I started playing.
Yeah.
And I was playing good. I was ready. I had to get stronger and all that, but I was ready to go.
No, I remember the first couple of games she was in. I was like, okay, like my boy really on TV balling though. Like I'm really watching him on Sports Center. Like this crazy. And you was doing your thing too, like you said, getting boards, getting your big man buckets, hitting your little mid ranges.
I was straight mid range.
Yeah.
First, I was straight mid range.
I was peeping.
I was facing up.
You was playing that elbow something tough.
Yeah, step back, all that. So I'm like, bro, I can play. I just got to get stronger.
Yeah.
But I was hella stiff. My body, I was stiff. So it's like I just basically took what I learned from that year and try to bring it to the off season and try to get better. But like I said, every year is like you learn more and more. I don't feel like I became a real pro until this past like December, to be honest with you.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a very humble thing of you to say, because most people that know you probably disagree with you on that instantly. Like, I'm down there disagreeing with you on that one, bro, but like, you know yourself better than anybody, so.
Yeah, like, I just feel like I was there, I was good enough to be playing, but I wasn't like going over the top as far as like my workouts. Like, I didn't really know how to work, and that's another reason why I came back to school my second year, because I wanted to learn how to work harder. Because like this is the first time my family, anybody went through this. I'm like going through high school, number one, all this and that, but like I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, no one can really give you advice either, because
I'm
like,
just hooping.
Yeah, it's not no average situation that people can talk to you about. Like,
right, bro. So I was going through the league like my first year. I get in the game and I'm playing. I was like, okay, I'm playing cool. Yeah. I might not play good, but I'm like, we're gonna get another chance.
Hell yeah.
But my second year, I kind of feel like I turned it up a little bit and got a lot better. So that was good. That was good.
So what's some things you feel like need to ultimately improve in your game to where you could take your gameplay to the next level and actually do what you want to do out there?
I feel like the number one thing for me is being in shape, like being in like tip top shape. I feel like the best players are like they're in such good condition that they don't really get tired. And if they do get tired, they can hide it because they it's like they can lock in, they can go to that next level and still make shots, and still defend, still rebound. That's a whole different mindset. And the second thing I would say is like your mindset, the way you approach everything, the way you approach your weights, workouts, practice, life in general. that can really benefit you a lot when it comes to being on the court, because you take every game completely serious. You take every possession serious, and I think you just end up locking into the game more and producing a lot more. I'll say those two for sure.
So conditioning, and how you thinking about the game is like then they're one of the top 5 things you gotta be on top of when it comes to basketball, because you got to be able to think right, certain situations, have your IQ on point, but you also want to be able to run up and down the court with the tip of the top.
Exactly. You get out there, bro. It's like you want to be in shape, because it's easy to run up and down that court 1 or 2 times top speed and be tired. Like my rookie year, I was tired all the time. My knees was hurting. It's like my body wasn't in condition, wasn't in great shape. Yeah. And I feel like the past few months, I really took it extremely serious, because I saw that it can really benefit me, and then kind of take my game to the next level.
So what you do for stamina and conditioning? You just started doing more sprints, more running with weights, hills, and stuff like that?
Yeah. So this season, when I was playing in New York, I just started doing like pool workouts. I would do it like if I played on Friday, I would do like 4 pool workouts. I'll do 3. I'll go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the pool, and then Thursday I'll still do some extra running, maybe on the treadmill. Yeah. But by Friday, my legs, like I was working my legs all week. So if I can run in the pool for 15, 20 minutes top speed, when I get on that court, it should be nothing. I should be flying.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to double that for sure.
Right, you should be able to do double that, because it's not as hard. So it's like I started to feel my legs getting stronger, and this was after like a month. All of a sudden, I just started doing this, and I started changing my game. Now I'm taking off in the lane. People can't push me around. My legs ain't tired when I'm trying to sit down and play defense after a quarter or 2. Yeah. And it's like in the 4th quarter, I was one of the only players who still had energy. My legs weren't tired. I was still around my knees.
Coaches notice that type of stuff too. This guy got motor.
Right. You can play with that higher motor for a longer amount of time. Yeah. So that changed my game, because it's like by the 4th quarter, everybody else would be tired. I'm still like, I'm running top speed. That's why I had them 20 rebound games, 24 rebound games. I was trying to get 30 before they canceled the season.
I was outworking everybody,
because I wasn't getting tired. Straight up. So I took that mindset, and think about this, bro. Like I said, I just started becoming a pro this year. I started that in December. So I took that mindset, and I've been doing that shit ever since. Like, it's been like 8 months.
Almost a whole year.
It's been almost a whole year. So like when I get back out there now, it's gonna be a totally different player, but I can move now. Yeah. I'm not gonna be tired. Like my body's in shape, and I'm not saying I'm gonna be like.
Plus, you 7 foot though, bro. Like it takes a lot more energy to move around a 7 foot.
It does. It does. But I want to be able to do that. See, most bigs is lazy in that way. Yeah. So it's like if I'm putting this work in, most bigs not. What's gonna happen when I get out there? And I play in the leagues. So I know like I was already quick. I was just out of shape. So now I got the same game. I'm faster. I can still put the ball on the floor. I can shoot it. I can pass still. So I'm basically, because I spent that year out of the league, I'm picturing myself now. I'm basically plugging myself into these games that's on TV in the bubble now, or I'm plugging myself in and be like, okay, I can see myself fitting in here and what I can do. So I'm just using my imagination with everything right now.
That's how it needs to be, man. You got to believe it for yourself, and then it could become reality once you start putting that work in behind it. And like you said, you've been grinding for 8 months. You seeing results. It might not happen the next day, but within a couple of weeks, a couple of months, you start to see a difference for sure. So
for sure, it adds up. Gotta empty that tank every day. Put it in. Put that time in. Yeah. For real.
But all right, y'all. This is the Give and Go podcast with Ivan Rabb. We about to sign off. We're running thin on time here, and I don't want to keep talking. So enjoy the episode, and thank y'all for listening. And Rabb, you got some last words?
Man, I appreciate you having me. Like you said, we've been childhood friends. We've been friends all this time. I'm just happy to be able to come on your platform and give my thoughts on my career so far, what I learned, over this time, and happy to see you continue this thing and have much more success in the future.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Hold on.